My name is Sean. I live in San Clemente, California. I had some great experiences shooting with Alice and a number of the events that she had put together. So I thought this would be another really great experience. It has been. Here I am, and let's see what else we can do before the last little bit is over. I really like one of the beach clubs that we were able to use. There was this neat pool they had a waterfall. Right in front they had the beach that we could use. We stayed there until after dark. I was getting some amazing contrast shots with some purple and green and hammocks and bridges just to get lost in and have a lot of depth. Being able to see the artistic nature of the city and seeing how the locals view everything and learning things about their culture along the way. I've really enjoyed that because it's kind of bled over into my type of photography, which I got some more ideas here that I didn't have before I was planning. So it was really nice to have some inspiration just to look at things and to get ideas. It's very different than looking at pictures and getting ideas. So you get here and you're just like, oh, well, now I have this much space to walk and this color looks like this. So in my head, it's better than looking at pictures and figuring things out. So it's very different. I have done art projects that were international, but definitely not in a collaborative take turns kind of like group form, in the sense that you can switch between a different person anytime you feel like, or you could take a break and not feel like you're under the constant pressure of your own schedule. So it's nice to be able to switch between different types of photography projects because they'll give you different results, whether you plan on it or not. So when I first got there, is a bit overwhelming because you walk in and you can't see anything as you're walking around. So you have to actually, move from each piece to piece, but it was really neat. You got to see different art projects that they were working on. So much color. There were huge obstacles, not obstacles, but objects to shoot in front of. When you walk in, you don't really know what to expect. It was my first time. And when I got in, there's a ton of bamboo. There's a lot of sculpture-like things. There's a lot of pools that are very colorful, a lot of super colorful art pieces with skulls all over. A lot of stuff to shoot in front of. The first few seconds are kind of overwhelming because it's just like, oh, what? You're just looking everywhere. But then you start and you almost don't want to stop. You got all this space to move around and you got all the great people to work with. So yeah, I just kept going with the flow, working with different models that we had with us. My favorite thing of the whole day, though, was going over to the large pool of water. So I went around to the back and I saw this big ladder and I was like, that looks like something I can use. So I went over and I looked down and it just looked great. Got to shoot with Alice on that one specifically. So yeah, it looked really good. She had this bikini on that fit really well with the greens and the blues around us. And I just had a great day, so. Got to a beach club called Canaan and it was great. There was bridges and waterfalls and they had a pool back in behind. Just super excited to get started, couldn't wait. So you get your stuff down, you start shooting. First thing I did, I don't know, it's just natural to me. I got in the pool and I just started shooting. That's what I like to do. I like to get down in with the model and one-on-one, just get some emotion out of what I'm doing. And then we were able to find this piece up on top. There's hammocks everywhere. There's this, I guess it was kind of like a booth on top. And there was a little bridge up there. It was just excellent. The sun was coming right through. It was excellent. So I got to shoot with Katie at the time. It was just awesome. Right after that, got a little darker. We had some food. It was some of the best food at a beach club that I'd had, so. And then after that, we got to pull out our lights because it started getting dark. There was this red light that was coming from the beach club, filled in with the blue hour from right above it. So I had this blue and red thing going on behind me. And I had another light with Ivy, and she was just in a hammock, and it just looked awesome. the cave cenote. So I saw it, I got down in there instantly. I felt like a ton of humidity. So technologically it created some issues. I guess only the air was coming out of that one area where the super steep stairs was. And I was just like, okay, so it's a little humid down here, and all of our lenses were just completely fogged. And so we had to wait a little bit. So in my head, I'm like, well, since I'm waiting anyway, I might as well just enjoy how beautiful it is in there. The water was blue, it was amazing. I got in the water again, straight away, just to try it out. I had a great time. I was able to take Lumen this time and go over to one of the rocks, a rock on each side of her, and she just popped in the middle out of the water. I don't know the results of that yet because I was shooting it on film, but I'm pretty excited about that one. I think that's my favorite of the time. But it was challenging. It was my most challenging. All the food I've had has been pretty good. So one of them was the Onyx restaurant, and had some great tacos there. I got to try all the salsas that are, from the local area. All of their fruits and vegetables have been amazing, so fresh. I haven't been really disappointed on anything, so it's been really good, very good. Alice picked some excellent places. Well, when I finally get a lot of my results back from my film and, just some time to myself to where I can sit at my desk and look at everything I did, then I'll be able to learn from that. And every time I do that, it just pushes me forward a leap, because I can tell, oh, okay, the way I did this, I really like this. It kind of changes you as a person. I would recommend it for all skill levels. If you don't find it advantageous professionally, which is not going to happen, at least you would have a great time. The vacation and creativity part of it is what pulled me in the most. Highly recommended. If you'd like to check out any of my work, my name is Sean, and my links are down below.